Today, I want to talk to you about 6 reasons for the relevance of Western civilization for today. So, point one, shared intellectual heritage. The study of Western civilization often offers insight into enduring cultural ideas and political ideas, concepts such as republican government in Rome, democracy in Athens, and the Enlightenment ideas of equality and liberty continue to inform contemporary debates. Anthony Pagan notes that the Enlightenment's emphasis on universal rights laid the groundwork for modern liberal democracies. Point two, historical context for current institutions. Modern representative governments, universities, and legal systems can all trace their roots back to Western traditions. Understanding these origins helps provide essential context for the structures we live under today. Samuel Huntington argued that Western political institutions, whether it be from parliaments to independent judiciaries, have shaped the global norms of governance. Point three, global interconnectedness. Western civilization did not develop in a vacuum. It evolved with Islamic, Asian, and African cultures. They interacted through trade and intellectual exchange, and colonial encounters helped to shape the world and the West as we know it. Jerry Bentley emphasized that cross-cultural interactions have always been central to historical change, this making the Western civilization part of a wider global story that is still being written. Point four, values under debate today. Key contemporary society debates such as freedom of speech, secularism, science, religion, all of those have roots in Western intellectual history. Martha Nussbaum reminds us that studying classical and Western traditions help to equip citizens to engage in reasoned, critical arguments essential to democracy. So she really thought that that was an essential part of democracy. Point five, critical reflections on contradictions. The history of Western civilization is also a record of empires and exclusions and slavery, engaging with both the positive and the negatives of its history, with the achievements and the injustices, helps to foster critical awareness that is essential for today's conversations on race, inequality, and global justice. Kwame Anthony Apra points out that concepts of civilization should be studied critically, not uncritically celebrated, as sometimes we do, to understand how ideas of the West were constructed over time. Point six, identity and citizenship. For students in Europe and the United States and Australia, Western civilization provides a framework for understanding their civic traditions and responsibilities. Pierre Manet was a political theorist, and he argued that Western identity is deeply tied to the traditions of democratic citizenship and civic life, and that continues to shape the political culture today in the Western world. I hope you all enjoyed and learned a little bit of something, enjoyed this presentation, and I hope you have a wonderful week. God bless.